What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Nose. Come at you another video of Nani, not podcast, Nani episode. We discuss an anime that we're currently watching. And today we're going to be talking about My Hero Academia Vigilantes episode 5. And I like this episode. I will say the beginning part of this episode kind of confused me because I'm like, we have a Koichi with some people again after a night out and everything. Guy was strong, whatever. They say, oh, okay. I got some tea at my place. It's nearby, right? Coming to this like creepy building and everything, and I'm thinking to myself, wait, is this another Koichi right now? Like, what's going on? And so apparently apparently this happened. I was very confused because after it happened, then rumors and people in school were saying that, oh, this guy doesn't take no for an answer. He brings people into his place right there, and I'm like, I'm just so confused right now. And so fast forward to like I don't know, like the place he's living at right now, like does the building look creepy? Like was this like an old building that he used to stay at? Because he did say I messed it up on my first day. I don't know, I was very confused by that, so please let me know in the comment section below. But in the end, he does have Pop Step and Knuckle Dust here at his place right now, so he doesn't feel lonely anymore, right? And so this episode we learned that the hoodies that Koichi has, they mean a lot to him. Like he collects all of them. They mean a lot. Like when Popsa would say something negative about the hoodies, he would take offense. He's like, you can talk bad about me all you want, but you're not gonna talk bad about these hoodies right there, right? And she noticed that she's missing one. He's like, well, I actually gave my one away because I saved somebody right there. I was in middle school. I want to try to get this. I was trying to go to this her orientation, and I see a kid in trouble, and we see a kid with short pink hair, and then we also know that was Pop Step, right? And he's like, "Oh man, I gotta save her because I'm already like Poochie's already running late." So first of all, let's get that out of here. First of all, what I don't approve is him undressing to save this kid because that doesn't look right. It doesn't look right? So he goes in here to try to save the kid, and he saves her. It's just that the is very shallow. He was able to stand up in the river right there. So yeah, turns out to actually be Pop Step right there. He tells like by the way, Koichi thought that this was a boy. Koichi thought it was a boy right there, right? So saves the boy, aka Pop Step. I don't know. He saves Pop Step right, and he says, what would have happened if I didn't make it to that orientation? Who knows? But I'm happy that I helped out somebody right there. And he's thinking in the future, um, that pink hair person was like, oh, so how'd you become here right there? Well, somebody saved me back then. I want to thank that person right there. And so Potter's like, you idiot, why would you give it all up for somebody right there? And obviously, Pop said feels some way because that was her. She goes like to her place, like, first of all, I'm a boy, I'm a boy, you idiot, and she has the hoodie, right? And she does think, and she was thinking about the kid that saved her, right? Turns out to be it was actually Koichi's whole entire time. He saved me twice. Actually, saved you in a way saved you multiple times right there. So she's a very thankful for him right there, and she actually gets the bag, gets the shirt, puts it in the bag right there, gives us some pudding right there, bounces back up to his place. And it's like, I gotta tell you something. She was gonna tell him until she saw Knuckle Duster. She's like, oh god, never mind right there. I don't want to tell you anywhere right there. And so yeah, she lost all motivation to tell him the truth right there. So after that happened, we see actually one of the past her users, leave the prison. He pretty much tells her, I don't have like the supply comes to me. I don't go look for them. They come to me, right? So he walks away out of the prison, right? And so he sees Corinne, and I think she had a new doge, but I think she forcefully gave the guy the trigger right there because it's like as soon as that happens, she has got a new dose. We see him start, terrorizing people. But by the way, it's the Harden guy from episode 3. I can't remember right there, but it was the Harden guy, right? But like, I feel as though, like I said, she in a way forcefully injected him with that. Like I said, she's studying, what this new trigger does, and so they actually Koichi and Pops actually see the monster. Like, wait, it's the same guy from before, but he's not registered as a villain because oh snap! I've read been the important part of this episode, right? At towards the beginning of the episode, they were talking about this one villain. He has multiple arms right there, whatever. He was released from prison, right? So as they're talking about this release of prisoner, right? He's actually dead by this new person right there with a sword. They're like, oh, it's like who's this person right there? So I forgot to mention that, right? So yes, they noticed that it was the same running guy from before, right? But Kuichi noticed that this guy is moving fast and everything. And unfortunately, Nagladur's credit was busy. He was too busy doing whatever he was doing. So Kuichi is dragging this guy, out from town right there to get away from the people, right? So he drags him away. They're in a not isolated location right there, but where he won't hurt any people. But Kuji takes a step, like takes a misstep right there, trips on a boulder, and he's getting ready to die until the guy with the sword comes in and saves him. And this guy actually names turns to be Stendhal, right? And so he was a cool character, right? Like with the sword and everything right there. But I guess with the sword, it might look familiar for some people, but we won't get into that right there. We won't speculate on that for right now. But yes, the guy with the sword right there looks to be like a cool ass guy, right? But they couldn't continue to fight because the cops showed up, so they all ran off. But he says, you know what? We'll meet again in the future, right there. So yeah, so we have a new vigilante, that's coming into the fray right there. So that's pretty cool, right? And so that's all done, goes Koichi is explaining to his master, this guy was so cool, but Popsicle gets a message from her friend saying that somebody actually wants to meet up with us, right? So they go to the store, turns out to be the one guy from episode one, the guy with the spikes or everything like that, and they're like, whoa, this guy. It's like, yeah, what's up? The guy tried to kill us last time we saw right there. It's like, oh, I ain't gonna talk to you anyway right there. But it's like, he probably could have gave y'all some valuable information right there, but it's like, yeah, you gotta understand why they're mad because the last time they saw you, like, things were not going great. So it's like, he has to understand the reaction, right? But I feel as though you could have told him some valuable information right there, honest, really. So yeah, but as he leaves, we see the Harding guy, running away, and Stendhal catches up to him, freaking throws a knife to his eye right there, which he knows he can't hurt his skin right there, but Stendhal says, I'm judging pretty much, and kills the guy. So yes, we noticed that Vigilante is a very darker tone anime compared to its predecessor of not what was it predecessor, but its counterpart Academia. Yeah, Vigilantes is definitely a darker turn. Something we saw, Stendhal, kill this guy right here, and so he's a vigilante, but he's taking it to the extreme level of killing people, right? But here's the other thing: he doesn't understand this guy is suddenly a victim, a trigger. So like, I feel as though he just kills first, doesn't ask questions at all. He kills first, doesn't. He's like F questions right there, right? But like, is he taking it too far by killing them? I mean, yeah, we have My Hero Academia. Like, I can't remember. I don't think they really kill unless they have to. But like, he's strictly killing first right there. Like, give him no fuss about it. I'm gonna straight kill this guy right here. And it's like, damn, well, that's taking a bit too far right there, right? Especially when they're a victim, a trigger, right? So yeah, this guy. I mean, at first they're gonna like him, but as soon as they see, his twister nature. Okay, allergies. So when they see his twister nature, I'm pretty sure it's Koichi and Douglas are gonna be like, we can't fuck with this guy. This guy is too crazy. And like I said, he had a smile on his face. He enjoyed killing that guy. He had a smile on his face. So it's like, he enjoys killing people. And I feel like you're gonna have people that like that. It's gonna be like, okay, wait, I enjoy, the thrill of killing people right there. And it's like, we gotta watch it for this guy. But still cool character, though. But yeah, like I said, I like the new character. I also like the fact that Kuichi is the guy that saved Popstar from back then. I hope she's able to tell him that in the future episodes. Hopefully before the end of the season. I like that. But yeah, let me guys know what you guys think about this episode right there in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe, like I said, comment. Be sure to follow me on social media accounts in the description box below. And always remember what J. Cole said, everybody. There's no such as life better than yours. Have a good day, everybody. Take care.